Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. Man, I got to give a big shout out to Matt Warner and Empire Fencing out in Waverly, Nebraska. They continually showing me love. It's never taken for granted. Y'all keep doing big things out there, Matt. Proud of that company, man, and I love what y'all stand for. You know, I gotta say something before we start this show. I really believe this. I have had so many personal messages about why you so happy all the time, Ricky, and I'm gonna address it again on the show. So it's real simple, y'all. I understand all the different things that are going on that I cannot control. I just prefer to be happy, man. Does that mean my life is perfect? Absolutely not. But I love to be happy. That is not an act. So anything that costs me my peace and happiness is just too expensive for me. So there you have it. I just love to be happy. Now, we still got to deal with life. I get it. But I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of us out here like me. We just don't get the attention that the negativity gets. So tonight, I got a guest. And we're going to have to learn about this young man together because I really don't know him. I met him once, had a conversation with him, and next thing I know, I was asking him to be a guest. So, Mo Boyd, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it, Ricky. Appreciate it.
Say, Mo, now let me ask you something, man, before we get started here. How'd you even know who I was or how? I mean, come on, man. I mean, because you approached me out of the clear blue, man. We was at some event in the park, and you just came up to me and started talking, and I'm like, this dude don't even know me. So explain this to me, man. How do you know me?
So I haven't formally known you very long, but I feel like I've known you as a friend in my head for almost a decade. Earlier in my life, about 10, 12 years ago, I was accepted into a leadership development program at Allstate Insurance. And I was one of 13 people out of 60,000 employees to participate in this program.
Wow.
My wife and I had just had our first child, our son, Morgan Jr., and we were sitting on the couch, at our house here on South 17th Street. And she was like, I don't want to do it. And I said, well, we're going to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. And here I am, this small town Nebraska kid in Chicago all of a sudden. And they drive fast on the interstate. Right? There's more people in our neighborhood now than there are on the whole entire state of Nebraska. It was tough, man. It was tough. I would get up at 4 a.m, and be on my way to work because I didn't want to drive on the interstate there. And I didn't understand the culture, the environment, and it was just very, very challenging. Facebook was a big thing at that time, obviously, right?
Right.
So you and I are connected to a lot of the same people on Facebook. And one day I just see this dude doing his thing. Right? And like, man, this dude is crazy, man. What's going on with this, man? I don't even know who this guy is. I've seen it a few times and I kind of let it go. And from Chicago, we stayed in Chicago for a year and then moved to a small town called Roanoke, Virginia, in Southwest Virginia. And I found myself really sad and just wanted to go back home, man, because, it was great. And we had only been there a week or so. And again, on my phone popped up this dude, hey. And I started to pay attention. And the messaging was the same as it is today. Be happy, get your happy on. You have more to be happy for than you give yourself credit for. And I just always held tight to that message. And I said to myself, I'm not going to send this guy some message because he doesn't know who I am. But if I'm ever in Nebraska and I see him in person, I'm going to say hello. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to speak to him and tell him thank you because he's impacted me in ways that he doesn't even know. And what I took from that is I have to always be in a space and role model behaviors and certain actions because I don't know who's watching.
Right.
Right.
Well, hey, man, I'm going to take that as a compliment.
It is.
So thank you very much. You know, it's funny that I do those little videos. I get nothing for as financial. It's not financially based because I don't make any money doing that. I just do that because I genuinely love to be happy. And if I can make someone else laugh, even if it's trying to dance when I know I can't dance, but if it makes somebody laugh for like 5 seconds, that's 5 seconds they're not stressing out about something. So that's the basis behind that. But I just, you know, I'm gonna say thank you, man. I mean, I appreciate that because it's like positivity actually got some attention for a change.
Well, again, it's like you never know who you impact by something that you think is so small.
Right.
And here I am in Southwest Virginia, a 19-hour drive away from here. And my mindset is starting to change and improve because of Ricky C. Simmons, who I don't even know.
I mean, I'm honored, man. I'm humbled by this because I mean, I love to laugh and joke, man. And I know sometimes everybody's got stuff going on and, you know, and it's not always easy to laugh and joke. I just personally, you know, and I don't ever want people to think that my life is perfect because it isn't. But the thing is, I just can't find the value in worrying about things I can't control. Yeah. That's all it is. But Mo, man, I got to get on you now because I don't know you, man. So let's bag up, man. Where is Mo from, man?
So Mo was born in Jacksonville, Arkansas. Air Force Base outside of Little Rock many years ago. And, you know, did the whole Air Force brat thing, went from there to California. My sister was born in Mississippi. My mom and I, you know, we lived outside of New York City for a while, all that stuff until we moved to Kansas City. Kansas City was what I remember the most, probably from about age 4 to about age 10. And we lived, if you know anything about Kansas City, we lived off 64th and Swope Park, right? So one day my mom came home and she said, "Hey, we're moving to Nebraska." And I said, so I went and got the encyclopedia because there wasn't a Google back then.
Right.
And I looked up Nebraska and I said, there's nothing in here in Nebraska that I'm familiar with. No, these people in the pictures don't look like me. This is different, right? So we went from being, you know, surrounded by and enveloped with, you know, Black people and Black culture to Bellevue, Nebraska, where we were the Black people. Right.
Okay.
And it was just different. It was just different. So grew up in, you know, Bellevue, in 7th grade, I got the honor to attend King Science Center on the north side. Used to be Horace Mann. Was part of the original inaugural class there, and went to Omaha South for high school.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So the Omaha South at that time, it was Fair East Side High, if you've ever seen Lean on Me.
Okay. I got you.
And we've had, you know, some they're definitely Omaha legends, right? And some Husker stars, Vershawn Jackson, Terrence Badgett, you know, came out, you know, we all went to school together, and it was a fantastic time I had at that school. I wouldn't take it back for anything. And I graduated in 1994. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know why or where or what. Again, it was Fair East Side High, and I didn't grow up, you know, I had both parents at home, right? No bills were missed, no kids, no meals were missed. Life was, you know, it was good and stable, but I just didn't see people. I didn't regularly see people moving and matriculating into college and so on and so forth without athletic opportunities. So I didn't know what to do. I tried the military. I went to the Marine Corps Air Base out in San Diego. Lasted 3 days.
So you was there for a hot minute.
Oh man, I got my rifle. We went out and we started to, you know, do some running, and I fell out. They took me to the Naval Hospital and said, "No, your asthma is way up here. You cannot. No."
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
My mom called and said, "Well, we can fight it." I said, "Nah, I'm good. I'll come home. I'm home.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go." So I came home, tried to figure a few things out, and I was homeless, sleeping in baseball parks, trying to figure out, you know, where my next meal was coming from and where would I stay, who could I stay with. And there's a gentleman that saw me at Metro Community College one day, Mr. Robert Hicks, and he was a recruiter from the University of Nebraska. And he knew me from Omaha South when he would come up there all the time. And he just opened his laptop and just started talking to me and asking me questions. And I'm like, man, what do you want, dude? Like, this is leading to nothing. And he said, all right, here's the deal. Shut that laptop and said, show up in August. Everything is taken care of. All you got to do is show up.
Wow.
I said, man, yeah, right. I called home a couple weeks later and my mom answered the phone and said, what did you do? What do you mean? What kind of scam you running? What you got going on? I got letters from the University of Nebraska here talking about you're enrolled and you're going to be a student.
Wow.
So my dad brought me down and he dropped me off, gave me $5 and said, don't get in trouble, and went on about his business. And I found out that the University of Nebraska was exactly what they portray in college life at the movies.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My first semester at Nebraska, my GPA was a 0.00.
So you just showed up. You didn't do nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, this is kind of cool. So the university said, that's great. We're glad you're having a good time. But if you keep that up, you got to go.
Yeah. You got to keep the grades.
You got to keep the grades. So second semester was dramatically better, but not enough to bring up that overall GPA. So they said, you got to go, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Go figure it out somewhere else.
Right.
My oldest son was born at that time. So I had to get a job. I had, and started working at Enterprise Rent-A-Car down here at 10th and M. And I didn't have a car. So I had to walk from 24th and U to 10th and M every day. Rain, sleet, snow.
Wow.
Made it happen. Started going to Southeast Community College right here across the street just to take enough classes to get my GPA up because I have someone I have to take care of now.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Work through all that, get back into the university. I started working at Allstate on 84th and Van Dorn in the mailroom. And back in those times, they bring all the new employees over that last month or so into a room and they say, hey, here's all the benefits that you get and the jobs you can do. And as the last question, where is it do you see yourself going in your Allstate career? And I'm the last one to go. They go around the whole room and everybody's got great answers, but none of them resonate with me. And I say, well, I want to be the president of the life insurance division of Allstate. And everybody in that room laughed, Ricky.
Wow.
Everybody laughed. And I said, okay, well, that's what I'm going to work on doing.
Huh.
So I went and met some vice presidents and some directors and some managers and said, what do I have to do to get to that spot right there? What do I have to do to get there? Well, you got to get your degree. On it. Y'all pay for it? Great. On it. I'm looking at all these vice presidents and directors and all their bios, and they've got, bachelors in gardening and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I realized that, look, the classes that I like going to is history.
Right.
So I'm gonna get my bachelor's in history. So I started in the mailroom, went to a processing job. I was told that the fastest way to learn about the business is to go to the call center because you have to take 60 calls a day. You got to figure out a problem in six minutes. And you just get really good and learn the business.
Right.
Did that 3 or 4 times, right? Next thing I became a leader. From my leadership position, the president of the life insurance division came down one day. My boss hooked him up and she said, can you just spend 15 minutes with Mo? He wants to be where you are. That man spent an hour and a half with me.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay, man, now look, I'm watching. I did everything that man asked me to do plus some. So when it came time to get into this leadership development program, I said, hey, Matt, I want to apply for it. Would you be willing to sponsor me for this? His words, in his own way, he says, say less. I got you.
But
right. So again, like I said, 13 of us out of 60,000 employees made my way to Chicago for a year in HR. They came to me afterward and said, hey, you're the only person that has leadership experience. We have a role in Roanoke, Virginia. What do you think about it? I said, man, I don't even know where Roanoke is, but when the plane leaves, I'm ready. Next thing you know, we were in Roanoke for 4.5 years. One of the best experiences of our entire life. Then there was a job available to run a profit and loss center. And it was $129 million that this person would be responsible for. And I thought, you know what? There's no way that they would even consider me for this. The lady that's the hiring manager, I work with her today on the technology side. And I feel like she thinks I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
right?
I got you.
So I said, but you know what? I'm going to let her tell me no. So I applied for it. I get in the interview and she said, Mo, I was so pleased when I saw you apply for this.
Caught you off guard, huh?
I said, say what? She said, you know what? Every time I talk to you, no matter what I ask you, you have the answer and the plan ready to go. No matter what. I can ask you 13 questions. You got 14 answers. You know what's going on.
You own it.
I did that for about 4 years and moved from Roanoke to Reading, Pennsylvania, which is about 45 minutes northwest of Philly.
Okay.
So we were there for about 2 years, and one day my boss comes in and she said, hey, here's the deal. We're going to shut this location down. You got 6 different places you can move it. Choose 2. You figure out where you're going to move to, let the team know, and figure it out from there. I'll talk to you later.
Wow.
Right? They had trusted me to the point that, I had improved the business. I had grown the portfolio from 129 to over $180 million.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
In just under 3 years. So I chose Charlotte, North Carolina, and Dallas. And it was an easy choice for us to go to Charlotte. My mom's whole side of the family is there. And they had everything I was looking for. Right? So I moved that business to those 2 places. Next thing you know, I got tapped on the shoulder, said, hey, man, we have this role here in this call center, Allstate's biggest call center, almost 3,000 people. We want you to come in and lead our development program for them. I said, oh, man, that's okay. I'll do that. Did that for a year and change. Moved back to Nebraska on my own dime at that point in time, and it was the right move to make at the time, felt right. And there was a role here locally for vice president of talent development at a small insurance company. And I said, well, man, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. And can I operate at the vice president level? Well, why not?
Right.
Why not?
Right.
I did that for 3 years, right? Solid metrics, kept things stable, improved some things. I opened a change management office, something they had never had before, right? Helped lead the diversity and inclusion and belonging efforts. Even to this day on their public-facing website, their statement about inclusion and belonging is mine. I wrote that. Right?
Oh, wow.
So a couple months ago, we just made the decision that, hey, look, now is the time for me to do what I can do on my own. So I've done this for other companies, right? But when it comes to talent development, and building leaders and frameworks for performance management and building HR systems, right? I can do that. I can do that, man. I'm Gallup certified. I know lots. What can I do to help others take advantage of these things in smaller organizations at a more in a cost-effective way for them, and do it in a way that's fun for the people that are participating.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I've done presentations and facilitated workshops at the university, nonprofits here across town. My company is Black Label Consulting. We're on LinkedIn, right? So you can find us there, right, under Black Label Consulting. And that's what I'm working on now. Right.
What all do you guys do with your company now?
So when it comes to talent development and leadership development, particularly, that is our main focus. Right. So right now we have, for example, what we've done January this year for a department in the university closed their diversity and inclusion office.
Okay.
Right. So I had a department reach out and say, hey, look, it closed. We're not quite sure what to do. Can you help us? So I did a 4-hour workshop with them. I'm sorry, maybe it was 2 hours with them. That was 2 hours with them. And it was helping them understand what they could do, not me telling them what to do.
Right.
So what does it look like for diversity? Well, you have to no, you don't need an office. Do you walk down the street? Well, my example for them was, you guys just had a food day, right? Well, yeah. Of the 60 people in here, 49 of you from different countries, right? Well, yeah. So you have 49 dishes from 49 different places. Well, yeah. That's a celebration of diversity.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Lean into that. Right? When you include people, do you include other departments? Well, no, but you can, right? Well, I guess so, yeah. So I guess we can do things.
Yeah.
I guess we can do things, and we help them sketch out what that framework looks like. So we're even working through now, what does the messaging look like for that group across the campus, and how they message the efforts that they have.
So if someone wanted to reach out to your company, I know you said LinkedIn. Is there any other ways they can reach out to you?
Yeah. So Black Label Consultant at gmail.com is our email address, right? And that would be our main point of contact there.
Okay. Because there's a lot of people that I think you can impact because, I mean, and I'm so thankful that you was willing to share that journey because, see, a lot of people think that there's only one way to get there. And you have just showed that there's several ways to get there. It might take some work. You got to have a work ethic, but that part didn't seem to bother you at all because you was moving around wherever you needed to go to get to where you needed to be. And I respect that. I just want people to understand that everything is not going to go the way you want it to go. And you just pretty much broke that down. I mean, I'm just listening to all the different locations you had to live in and all the different jobs that you had to do to get to where you are, to the point to where you could start your own business. See, a lot of us think that if we don't work for someone, then life is going to pretty much take a downward turn. But you have just shown from people laughing at you to basically where you are now. I mean, there ain't a lot of people laughing now.
And that's okay. And if they are, that means I'm doing the right thing. Right? If you don't have haters, you're not doing nothing.
Right.
Man.
You know, and I love that. I mean, because a lot of people don't understand that concept. I mean, it's not like we're saying everybody's hating on you.
Right.
But the point I'm trying to make is, and I think this pretty much covers you as well, there's not a lot of people hating on people that aren't doing anything.
There you go.
That's the way I look at it. You know, if you're not being productive or you're not pursuing something that's greater than what you have now, there's just not a lot of people going, man, I wish I could be doing nothing. I wish I could be homeless. I wish I could be, you know, I don't think people hate on people that aren't having success. So if people take time out of their busy day to worry about you,
hey, thank you.
I mean, if they're willing to do that, then that's a compliment. Yeah, but that means you are doing something right. And I just want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing because we need more people to understand that this thing called life, it doesn't come with a guarantee. It doesn't come with contracts. So you have to enjoy every day. And it kind of goes full circle back to how you even found out about me and how we even came to this point to where you're on the show. I was simply being me. You see what I'm saying? I had no clue that you was somewhere on the other side of the United States watching me have fun, is what I call it. And, you know, it had a little bit of an impact on you. And you turned around and took it and ran with it.
Well, and you have to have, for me, I've always had two things, comparables and role models, right? And you can fit in any one of those or both of those categories. So when I look for comparables, you know, I look for people that are going through similar things. So for instance, for a lot of people here locally, one of my more current comparables is Matt Rule.
Right.
Right. And Matt was in, you know, not the best situation in Carolina. He found his way to Nebraska. He's doing the hard job now, right? Trying to build a program back, right? And that's where I'm at right now, working to build a program that benefits lots of people, everybody, right? And it's not easy. So, and again, when I go back to seeing this little square on my Facebook, you know, 10, 11 years ago, and seeing Mr. Ricky C. Simmons, I have no idea who this guy is. Why can't I have a good day?
Right.
Right. And my mindset is I've never had a bad day.
Nope.
I've had, you know, some tough moments, but 24 hours?
Yeah.
Man, I slept for a few, so that wasn't too bad.
Well, you know, I'll say this to you, man. I just want you to know that, first of all, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, and thank you for reaching out to me that day at that park, because I would have had no idea that, you know, that you were doing what you're doing and that I had a small part in that. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me because it's just not something that I get a lot of credit for. I get credit for other things, but not so much for being happy. So thank you for that.
Well, and I'm a true believer that each one of us is the sum total of all the people that we interact with and all the people that we role model and compare ourselves to, right? So for me, you're a part of me and have been, right? And everyone that I interact with, I do my best to give back to them in certain ways to help improve their lives. So that's what it's really all about for me.
Yeah.
How do we make the lives of others better, right? And how do we take the gifts that we have and make our community better overall as well?
I couldn't agree with you more. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. This is 93.7 The Ticket. It's to get you happy on out.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at Midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloff.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
On the Block with Eric Strickland, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman.
Yeah, I don't want to hate on Joe Burrow. He's clearly in this tier. I think he's the bottom of this tier. I would go Allen Jackson and then Burrow.
You should be a politician. You just convinced.
You know what I'm saying? You see what he did?
Yeah, he didn't have any.
He's doing it all the time. It's tricky, man.
Keep going, Jay.
No,
You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language. Come on.
You didn't let him get you, Jay. I can't believe you let him get you again. God,
Every weekday from 3 to 5 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at Midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, we back, man. Bob, what's going on over there, Bob? We got anybody checking out the show?
Yeah, we got some comments so far. Theola Cooper off YouTube says, "Hey, Mo Boyd from Miss Cooper. Glad to see you're doing well. One of my favorite students from Creighton, Upward Bound." So shout out there from Theola Cooper. Otis Lee says, "Omaha South in the house. Great show, little bro." Carla Walker says, "It's a blessing to see what positive interactions can lead to. Great. Sure, gentlemen." And Benjamin Hook says, "Excellent show."
Man, I got to give love to everybody that comments. Thank you. I mean, that makes this show worth doing, just to know that we're reaching people. So everybody that commented, I appreciate you. It's never taken for granted. You know, I got to get back to my guest because he got some more stuff, man. I mean, I'm just learning just like everybody else. So I'm curious now. Mo, man, let me ask you another question.
Yep.
You already done laid out all these things you've done, all these things that, all these places you've been. Very impressive, first of all. Let me say that.
Thank you.
Very impressive. But, man, you're doing even more stuff than that. What else you involved in?
So, I've got a few things going on.
Let me hear about them, man. Let me hear about these. Because you got, man, you're a busy person. So let me hear these things you got going on.
Well, I say three things that I'm very proud of right now that have a very strong and positive impact on the Lincoln community. I'm on the board of directors for United Way of Lincoln Lancaster County. I am on the board of directors for the Foundation of Lincoln Public Schools and the board of directors for the Boys and Girls Club of Lincoln. Wow. And all three of those connect as a way to help not only share my journey, but improve the life and the opportunity chances for young folks in Lincoln. And that's important to me, right? So as you heard from people that were very important in my younger life, Theola Cooper, man, she used to have to pop me upside the head every now and again. Just, hey, man, what are you doing? You getting your homework done, and why not? Otis Lee, I used to give him fits. The fact that he even commented, man, it makes me almost emotional because I know he didn't see me where I am today. So for him to be able to see this and hear this, it makes me feel really good. And the same thing for Ms. Cooper. So those three boards, as they intersect, right, what that looks like for me is, again, being able to help direct and create opportunity chances for young people here, man. Because it's not easy.
Yeah, that's big, though.
And a lot of people migrate to Lincoln. A lot of people that look like me migrate to Lincoln, yourself included, from Texas.
Right.
Right. So me coming back home from Virginia, Chicago, Philly, Charlotte. Hey, man, there's no Waffle House here in Lincoln.
You sure right.
Right?
You sure right.
Where we lived in Charlotte, Whole Foods was about 5 minutes away on Thursday nights. They had soul food night.
Yeah.
At Whole Foods. They don't have that here.
Right.
So how do kids that look like me or want to have opportunities, or even just someone that can help them navigate what life looks like?
Right.
Man, how do they get that help? So how do I put myself in front of them in a way that's positive and impactful? So when we met that day at that park, I was standing outside in representation of the United Way of Lincoln Lancaster County and the Lincoln Community Foundation.
Really?
As the chairman of the Black Philanthropy Group.
Wow.
And our total goal is to help amplify the efforts and the voice of the Black community and others in Lincoln, Nebraska. Right? And we've had 4 different events already this year. I can't wait to see you at our September event, Ricky.
I'll be there now. Now I know.
And, we have a focus on mental health, right? How do you provide for the family, right? And just making sure that there are positive people that are helping each other, and people know where to go get that support.
Yes, that's what's important.
That's what's important.
Yeah, because a lot of times, man, that's one of the biggest excuses that I've seen. People are, I didn't know where to go, or I didn't even know that was an option. I appreciate the fact that you're doing things that's going to help others. See, to me, to help yourself is one thing, but I always look at it like this. You make a living off of what you get, but you make a life off of what you give.
Hey.
That's just something the way I look at things. And every time I see an organization that's really trying to help someone, it stands out to me.
Mhm.
It really does, because no offense before I say this, but a lot of people and a lot of companies, they're in a financial situation where they could do more to help the less fortunate, but for whatever reason, it's just not something that they choose to do. And I don't have a legitimate excuse on why they don't, but I just notice it a lot. Because let's just say, for example, if you are financially stable, it probably isn't going to hurt you to do more for less fortunate people. I don't see how that could hurt you, especially if you're, like, say, donate. It's a write-off. I mean, it's not going to put you in a homeless situation.
And there's it's just what you're supposed to do as a human.
And that's the way I see it.
That's just what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
So I've got the same 24 hours. I got the same 7 days, 30 to 31 days on month, just like everybody else, right? I'm not better than anybody. I also don't say that I can't do something. I find ways to get something done, right? And it's hard work, man. It's hard work, So when you see programming getting cut by the federal government, that impacts local organizations.
Right.
Right. So part of my mission and my journey is, how do I help them navigate differently? So let's not focus on what you don't have. Let's focus on what you do have, and how do you use that to the best of your ability?
Right.
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 Because life will always throw a curveball at you. Look, don't get it twisted. I've been chin checked by life multiple times.
Oh man, get in line. Yeah.
And I haven't seen the last time it's gotten to.
Right.
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 But I always get up.
Yeah.
Right. I always get up. And it doesn't mean that it hasn't been hard. It doesn't mean that it's always been easy, but I get up and I keep going every day. And that's, if I can be that role model and show that as an example to just one person, you know what? I can leave this earth in a good place.
And that's what it's all about, because I don't know if this makes sense to anybody else, but I'll say it for me personally, it really makes me feel good when I see others doing well. I actually enjoy seeing everybody. I want to see everybody be successful. Is it realistic? Maybe not in some people's eyes, but that's just how my mind works. I want to see everybody be successful, because I believe if everybody's successful, then there's a greater chance for us actually helping each other. I mean, one person got everything and everybody else struggling. I don't see how that benefits the community.
I agree with that. And I think it's also understanding and supporting what success looks to that individual.
Right.
Right. So success to somebody might be making $45,000 a year and just being able to eat every night.
Correct.
And that's all right, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Right. Other people, it might be, hey, you want to be a vice president.
Right.
Right. But with either one of those choices, there's payments that you have to make.
Oh, yeah. You're going to put in some work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, because the minute you start waiting on it to just fall out the sky, I don't like your chances. I don't like your chances, man. I got to be honest with you. I think it's something that you need to really think about. I always say have a plan.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it for me. You kind of plan it out. It may not go according to plan, but at least you got kind of a roadmap to success. I guess they call it GPS now, but my thing is this, man. Figure out what it is you want to do and get real motivated doing that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you make 1% progress every day.
Yeah.
You don't have to make 30% every day. It's okay. Some days you're going to feel like, you know what? I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And some days you're going to be the most productive, motivated person out there. But as long as you keep moving forward, you will be successful.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest things is my friend Maggie Thorne always says is never give up.
There you go, man.
Yeah. Never give up. I say it like this. My quit button broke. I don't know how to quit, y'all. I just can't help myself. I want to be successful. I want to see everyone else be successful. I just think it'll make the world a better place.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Have no facts to back that up, but I believe it in my heart. And I go out of my way to try to help people, any way I can. I think it's important to care. It's actually really, really cheap to be a good person. It doesn't cost nothing to be a good person. You know, that's just a matter of making your mind up. I see people sometimes look like their facial expression may resemble someone that's unhappy.
Mm.
Or, and I'm gonna say it as a Rickyism. Look like they just ate something that didn't taste good. They just look like they're upset. If I can make that person smile, even if it's just for a couple of seconds, I feel like that's progress. So I'm always looking for ways to try to see people find a productive way to deal with life. Because, see, the thing is, our society doesn't come with labels.
Right.
So you don't know if a person's having a great day. You don't know if a person is at the end of the line. I mean, we don't have labels. You know, it'd be a lot easier if everybody's forehead says, "I'm having trouble today," or "I'm having a bad day." Then you would know. But we don't have labels.
We don't have labels.
Yeah, we don't have labels. So I just try to make everybody laugh.
You make them laugh, and you never know what someone's been through.
That's
right?
all I'm saying.
I know a lady in Omaha Bellevue, and she had 3 children. She went through a divorce that was very painful for her, had some medical challenges in her life, out here, you know, basically by herself and her kids. And this lady, all 3 of her kids have master's degrees. Her daughter has a doctorate, and her daughter is actually the chief of staff, number 2 in OPS.
Wow.
Right. Her youngest child he runs a large nonprofit in the Omaha metro area, doing quite well. They're all, you know, homeowners. They've all got the American dream, but people don't see what that lady put into those children and the sacrifices she made.
Yes.
Right?
And she definitely had to make some sacrifices.
She made, hey man, look, I mean, she's one of my role models. I can tell you that.
Right.
Hats off to you, mama. Love you.
But man, I gotta ask this question before I forget it. What motivates you, man? Because you seem very motivated. I mean, can you share with us what motivates you?
My board of directors, man. My board of directors. Like the story I just told you, that's literally my mom, my brother, and my sister. Right. Yeah. My little sister, man, she even through all the challenges and adversity she had, got her doctorate. She got a full ride scholarship to Creighton.
Wow.
Worked her way up from the classroom to be number 2 at OPS. My little brother, man, he started at Wayne State. It wasn't working for him. And he said, "Mom, I need to come home. This ain't working." Graduated from Bellevue. And now there is not a junior high in Omaha public school system that isn't impacted by his organization. Right. And so the sacrifices that my mom made and the lessons that she taught me, never give up. Right. The worst thing somebody can tell you is no. And if they tell you no once, make them tell you twice.
Yeah.
Right. And you just keep pushing. You know, hey man, look, life is only as hard as you make it.
Correct.
It's only as hard as you make it. College is really not hard.
Nope.
To be honest with you.
No.
Right. There is nothing that I've done that's impossible. You know what? In order to get to this next step, you got to move to Chicago. You got to move to Virginia. You got to it's difficult to do those things.
Right.
Right. But what's the goal that you have in mind? If you want to get it, go get it.
And come back with it and hair up.
Hey, man. Hey.
No, I just, you know, like I say, man, I love your mindset. And I'm thankful to all the people that you mentioned that motivates you, because motivation is real important, man, because there's just not a lot of things in our society that's going to really push you. You know, I mean, it seems like, and this is just my point of view, I'm not saying I'm right and everybody else is wrong, but it just seems like motivation is not getting promoted as much as some of the other things in our society. I mean, division pretty heavily supported. There's a lot of division. I see that. You know, I just think that encouraging someone, it doesn't cost a lot to do that. I mean, it'd be different if every time you encourage somebody, you had to give them $100. Right. I mean, it's just some kind words. Just, hey man, you got this. Something as simple as that can encourage people.
Well, you have to have the right people around you too.
Right.
Right. So I have that board of directors, but at the head of that table is my wife.
Yeah.
Right. She took a chance on me, and all she saw was potential.
Right.
right? When I met her, I was living in a $315 a month apartment over on 17th and D Street. My check was $322.
You was just barely standing under a roof.
Barely. And she pushed me and she pushed me and she still pushes me to this day. She is the senior vice president of family operations in my household.
There you go.
And I can't thank her enough. I love her, appreciate her. Even when she gets me upset, even when I get upset at things that she says, I know they're coming from the right place.
Right.
And she's pushing me to be better than I was yesterday. You can't pay for that.
That's priceless.
Priceless, my friend.
It really is priceless. Well, hey, look, we're going to take one more quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more and then we're going to wrap this thing up.
Let's do it.
All right. Don't y'all go nowhere. This is 93.7 The Ticket. It's to get you happy on out.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
On the Block with Eric Strickland, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman.
Hey, I don't want to hate on Joe Burrow. He's clearly in this tier. I think he's the bottom of this tier. I would go Alan Jackson and then Burrow.
You should be a politician. You just convinced.
You know what I'm saying? You see what he did?
Yeah, he didn't have
He
any
do it all the
chance.
time. It's tricky, man.
Keep going, Jay.
No,
You're speaking my language.
Stop
You're
it.
speaking my language. Come on.
You didn't let him get you, Jay. I can't believe you let him get you again. God,
Every weekday from 3 to 5 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Man, I have learned a lot about this young man tonight, and just again, man, I just want to say I'm proud of you, and I appreciate you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a part of the show. I mean, it's important, man, really important. So I know you were during the break, you were giving me credit, but I'm giving you credit because, I mean, everybody don't want to, they don't want to do what you're doing. Everybody can't do what you're doing. So everybody has to find their own thing. And you found your thing, and you're doing a wonderful job. Is there anybody, in particular you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I think in addition to the folks I already have, my wife, my 3 bundles, right? Loving them out there. My moms, my brother, my sister, my pops, and my main man, Draper, Sean, tell him what's up. That's my guy. That's my Mike Rozier.
Okay. Well, look, man, I want you to know something, and I want you to know this from me. I did not know who you were when you introduced yourself to me at the park, but I'm very, very glad that you did, because if you hadn't have said nothing, dude, I was headed to my car. I would have never. So I would have missed out on a great opportunity to meet somebody that's doing some positive things. And I always look for people doing positive things. Those are the type of people that I want to be around, because it encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing. I know I'm always encouraging others, but it helps me to see other people doing positive things as well. Like you said, it's who you surround yourself with.
Yep.
It's kind of like that one saying, if you hang around 10 broke people,
you're going to be the 11.
You're going to be the 11. I mean, that's just the way it is. So I try to hang around people that are positive, and I'm going to be positive anyway, but it sure helps when I see other people be positive.
Amen.
Well, man, I've had a great time.
Likewise.
Yeah, I've had a really great time, and really enjoyed hearing your journey, because that's impressive. I mean, you definitely went through some hoops and some adversity at the same time to get to where you are. So I'm just going to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the person that you are, and keep helping as many people as you can, especially our youth, man. That's our future.
There you go.
But before I let you go, I got to ask my final question, man. When Mo get a little downtime, how does Mo get his happy on, man?
Man, going shopping with my daughter and hanging out with my son, and just sitting on the couch with my wife.
Chilling.
There it is.
Hey, well, again, thank you, man, for being on the show. I wrap my show up the same way every week. Every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to get your happy on. Down! We'll see you next time. Y'all have a great day.